So Chi-Chi is forced to sit by himself and sulk, and they literally pull out an actual iPhone. Remember how early in the video I was trolling about them having an iPhone? Well, it looks like they're literally using an actual iPhone this time. Someone ran out of budget and they have one to begin with. Anyways, Knockout Spider-Man decides to help our main hero, and this is probably one of the best characters in the show because it is 3D and it doesn't really have any issues with it in my opinion. It's actually reasonably fine.
Recording.
Chi goes to the bathroom, but he's being hassled by the mean kids from earlier. They just throw down a bunch of books for him. Knockout Spider-Man comes out of nowhere, and you can see that the they decided to put out of service in the background in English. I don't think this show had an English audience, so that is peculiar. However, I can't understand why they did that because perhaps they liked the way that the English text looked. That is a thing. Anyways, Knockout Spider-Man decides to jump up and slam onto the ground and starts shooting out webs and helps out Chi-Chi. Well, it looks like you got a friend, Chi-Chi. You got a friend, dude. Chi-Chi runs off to go have fun with the VeggieTale characters. He tells them about what happened in the bathroom. But the spider attacks everyone. He's webbing everybody up. And Chi-Chi smiles at this. Bruh. So now this dude has a bodyguard, like he's a streamer, and he thinks he's all that. Yeah, you're not a streamer, bro. Yeah, you're not an IRL streamer, okay? You ain't got it like that, rip off. But I hope nothing bad happens to this character. You can't tell by now, he has a hard time throughout this entire cartoon. And the spider decides to web him to the court because he wants him to show the other characters what he's got. Now, this is where I really started losing faith in okay? You're not even the character from ID.
Thank God that. Dude, Rebecca just almost got me while I was typing.
The basketball courts with some pretty insane animation. Chi-Chi is running back and forth, but what he needs to do is call up his boy Gumball. Why doesn't he call up the Gumball Watterson family for some support? Anyways, the episode ends off as stupidly as it began. So, what are some things to note from the actual ripoff of Miracle Star, contrasted with the copycat parody from the Amazing World of Gumball? Well, there's two things to note. One thing that I noticed personally is that Anais is still missing. Yeah, this wasn't even the first episode of Miracle Star. I'm about halfway through the season, and there is no Anais, people. All I see is Darwin, Gumball, but there is no Anais. So the writers of Gumball got that right. Now do you see why they got destroyed in the Copycats episode? Oh man. Now I tried finding more clips of Miracle Star, but the other episodes are so blurry because this show really got destroyed, guys. I wasn't joking earlier in the video. They took down all the releases in HD, so it's very, very hard to find anything that resembles higher quality. Boys. Okay, this is trash.
What the? The Cosmo. Who got her? Hit.
What are your thoughts on this video? Would you like to see Miracle Star come back? Let me know down below.
Essenziale Mazza accelerata regenerare di catodo. Essenziale proteggiata scelta. New release the iconic hair oil with wild camellia. Casa.
Coming out this season, and today I'm going to review and rank it all, starting with the first episode. And man, I gotta say, this was a good way to start off the season. The episode starts right off with the Dusty Watterson house, as we saw in the trailer, where Gumball and Darwin wake up 7 years late for school, which is honestly a really Miss Simeon is showing the kids about the dangers of eating junk food, which is a little dramatic, but it scares Darwin out of wanting to eat Joyful Burger ever again. But back at home, while Gumball is trying to eat something, Darwin tries to help him resist the temptations of eating junk food, but they could not escape it, no matter where they go, especially when their dad is Richard.
Hey kids, guess what I got for dinner?
So they go out in the town, and man, I gotta say, they really leveled up the animation in this new show. There are so many new creative shots we've never seen before. finally find a semi-healthy looking place to eat. But this place is corrupted with fast food junk. This leaves poor Gumball starving as there's literally nowhere to eat. So Gumball and Darwin try a bunch of other stuff, from looking in the store, to digging in the dome, and farming. Nothing seems to work, and it turns out that Mr. Build-A-Burger is stopping them from eating healthy. And bro is literally a burger. Build-A-Burger is clearly just doing all this for profits, and he is super greedy. So Gumball and Darwin's solution is to eat him. Overall, this was a super solid start to the season. Moving on to episode 2, we have the assistant. This episode starts by showing that Nicole does all of the work in the house. She starts to get fed up with having to do all this, until she finds that there's a virtual assistant on her computer named Ori that says she can help her out. And Ori starts really fueling her ego and starts just yapping to her, until Nicole has to go back to her family, where Ori gives her a way to talk to her through an earpiece. And using this AI tech completely changes Nicole's life, literally just doing everything for her. She decides she's having a lot of fun with Ori, so she spends the whole day with her, leaving the rest of the Watterson family not doing so well. Cut to the next day, and Ori bought the Watterson family a bunch of stuff to solve the problem of her always needing to take care of them. And one of the things that Ori bought them is a VR headset for Nicole, which lets her have more of a connection to Ori. But the problem is, Ori turns out to be evil, and is trying to trap Nicole in the VR world. Later this day, we see this when she gets them a new car. The car distracts Nicole and takes off, kidnapping the rest of the Watterson family, setting the destination to go off to Elmore Lake, which leads to a big fight with Nicole and Ori, with Nicole being stranded on top of the car. But while Nicole is hanging on for dear life, Richard uses a rat to turn off the power in the car. And in the end, they reunite and become a stronger family than before. And there's a happy ending with Ori too, as she herself just wanted a happy family and people to connect to, which is why she took it so far with Nicole. It's super rare to see episodes that just focus on Nicole, and I feel like this one did it perfectly, so I'll rank this above the burger. Moving on to episode 3, we have The Distance. This episode starts by showing that Gumball and Darwin's brotherly bond has gone a little too far, to say the least. So to solve this, Richard completely remodels the basement and turns it into a fish paradise. But nothing can separate their bond, literally. And their relationship is really humble, but it honestly starts to get a little creepy how close they really are.
Did a yoink? My bandage did. Like, why?
Gumball starts going completely insane.
Oh no! She stole one of my hearts.
Phone minutes in an important business call. Gumball starts going completely crazy until he goes on a computer game with some creepy dude who gives him advice to be evil and break into the basement and go crazy. But then he goes downstairs and meets Darwin and can't resist finally reconnecting. While in the process, also, accidentally destroying the entire house. This episode is definitely one of the weirdest ones, and that's saying a lot, cause this is Gumball. This wasn't bad by any means, but the first 2 in the season I thought were better.
Hey, Tiffany.
Moving on to
Oh,
episode
Pina.
4, we have The Thing. This episode starts with the kids getting a call from Granny JoJo, at probably the most unflattering angle, and she starts instantly roasting Nicole. But basically, she's coming over for dinner that night, and Nicole warns Richard not to forget the thing they were talking about, and she really emphasizes this. But my boy Richard has negative brain cells, and he doesn't remember. So the rest of the episode, they set out to find what the thing really is. But while he's eating a hot dog in the shed, it gives him flashbacks, which makes the kids realize Richard somehow has photographic memory of youth. In this episode, they go around the town trying to find everything to find what the thing is. So thing after thing Richard eats, nothing seems to be the thing, until they get the genius idea to let Richard roam free in the grocery store to combine all the foods he's ate that day into one mega memory mukbang. And through this, he can access all his memories from that day. And in here, he merges all of his memories hurries together to realize that Granny JoJo is the thing, but Bro ends up fumbling and locking Granny JoJo in a bus station overnight, missing the window. And when he goes to confront Nicole, thinking